What if I told you the worst mistake you could make is ignoring that quiet voice inside you? When they suddenly reach out, your heart may race, but your instincts whisper, be careful. In Stoic philosophy, don't react, reflect. This video isn't just about a message from the past. It's about the power you hold now. You've changed, you've grown. And this moment, it's a test. So before you reply, watch closely. In this video, we dive deep into Stoic philosophy to uncover why trusting your instincts is not just wise, it's essential. When someone contacts you out of the blue, don't make the mistake of letting emotions silence your inner truth. Stay with me, because what you'll learn could save you from repeating painful patterns and finally give you the power to protect your peace. Let's begin. 1. Your instincts are ancient. Trust them. When someone reappears, your body knows before your mind does. That gut feeling, that's your internal warning system. Stoicism teaches us to observe, not react. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of avoiding actions or words that were not right or true. Your instincts aren't paranoia. They're wisdom sharpened by pain. Don't drown them in hope. Don't silence them with fantasy. If they once shattered your peace, their return isn't always redemption. It could be repetition. Respect the stillness you've built in their absence. When doubt arises, trust your first feeling. It's not weakness to walk away, it's wisdom to stay free. Never ignore your instinct. It's a compass, not a coincidence. 2. Test their intentions. If they're contacting you, why now? Stoicism teaches us to question motive, not just message. People often reach out when they lose access to your energy, not because they value your worth. Seneca advised, consider who you're dealing with. When someone reappears, they might want comfort, closure, or control. Rarely is it about accountability. Before responding, test their intentions. Have they truly changed? Or are they just lonely? Are they apologizing? Or just circling back to ease their guilt? True remorse is patient, respectful, and doesn't pressure. You don't owe immediate access to someone who once failed to protect your heart. Remember, people miss your energy, not always your essence. A Stoic mind doesn't rush, it reflects. Observe their intent before you open the door again. 3. History without change is just repetition. They may promise new beginnings, but your instinct remembers how the last chapter ended. Stoicism honors logic over longing. Seneca said, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. If they contact you with the same words and empty promises, it's not growth, it's a cycle. Ask yourself, what has truly changed? Them or just the time apart? Your gut reaction is evidence of emotional truth. It doesn't fear them, it knows them. It remembers the confusion, the late-night apologies, the patterns you finally walked away from. Don't test yourself again in a game you already passed. Trust the discomfort. Repetition is not redemption. It's just reliving the pain in different packaging. Move forward, not around in circles. 4. Timing doesn't erase the truth. They reach out when you're finally healing. That's not coincidence. That's timing. Stoicism reminds us that time does not heal lies. It only reveals them. Seneca wrote, time discovers truth. Just because they waited doesn't mean they've changed. Time apart is not transformation. Your instinct isn't concerned with the calendar. It's focused on consistency. Are they showing up as someone new, or are they just arriving late, hoping the silence softened your standards? Don't lower your defenses just because it's been months. The wound may have closed, but the lesson remains. Trust your instinct when it says, their reappearance doesn't equal redemption. You can forgive without inviting, and you can move on without responding. Time doesn't fix people. Effort does. 5. Don't seek closure from chaos. One of the biggest mistakes, responding just to get closure. But Stoicism teaches, you don't need closure, you need clarity, and clarity comes from within. Often the people who hurt us can't give us answers because they don't have them. Expecting truth from confusion is like chasing stillness in a storm. Stoicism emphasizes that the key to success is not the outcome, but rather the reaction to it, rather than the message of closure. Don't reopen a chapter just to understand why it ended. You might find yourself stuck in a loop of more lies and emotional manipulation. You have to manufacture closure. They don't provide it to you. Don't seek clarity in someone who once thrived on your confusion. Let peace be your answer. 6. Pain remembers what you forget. The sharp edges of pain become softer with time, which is harmful. When someone contacts you again, memories of laughter may drown out the tears they once caused, but your pain remembers. Stoicism teaches us to look at reality, not fantasy. Marcus Aurelius asserted that one has control over their mind, not external events. and that recognizing this can lead to strength and prevent history from being rewritten. If you once cried yourself to sleep because of them, don't let a late-night message reopen that wound. Weakness is not indicated by pain. Rather, it is a masked memory. It's trying to protect you from repeating what nearly broke you. Stoicism calls us to observe, not obsess, to examine truth, not escape it. Ask yourself, is their message healing or reopening? Pain remembers what your heart tries to forget. 7. Loneliness isn't a reason to reconnect. People reappear for many reasons, but not all are pure. Some return because they feel lonely, jealous, or bored. Stoicism teaches us to stand alone rather than lean into something unstable. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes that one has control over their mind, not external circumstances, which can lead to strength. If someone contacts you when you're vulnerable, your instincts may still whisper, "Don't." Listen, that still, quiet voice knows the difference between connection and codependence. You don't need to let someone back in just because the night feels empty. You don't need their validation, you need your own strength. The right people don't return when it's convenient. They stay when it's hard. Trust your instinct, it never lies. 8. Real change doesn't need reminders. Stoicism asserts that virtue is cultivated through actions, not through words. If someone contacts you claiming they've changed, ask yourself, why do they need to say it? If growth is real, you'll see it in their consistency, not their captions. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of embodying one's philosophy rather than explaining it. Real change doesn't need to knock on your door. It doesn't come with apologies rehearsed or timelines attached. When someone reappears only when it's convenient for them, your instinct often detects the gap between their speech and their substance. If your gut doesn't trust their transformation, believe it. Change isn't noisy. It doesn't beg. It's humble, patient, and proven. You don't owe second chances to someone who can't show real results. Trust the Stoic way. Judge less by words, more by who they become when no one's watching. Your instincts aren't fears. They're wisdom whispering through experience. Stoicism teaches us to act with reason, not reaction. When they reach out, pause, reflect. You are no longer the person they left behind. You've healed, evolved, and risen. Don't let nostalgia blur the truth. Trust your growth. Protect your peace. In case you found this video helpful, kindly like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, real strength isn't in holding on, it's in letting go with grace. If they couldn't value you then, they don't deserve you now. Stay grounded, stay stoic. Choose yourself, always. Thanks for watching.